Good morning, family. Good Sunday morning, family. Good Sunday morning to you. We're a little bit early, maybe 1 minute early, but I'm getting my knife all sharpened up, ready to do some wonderful cooking today. Yep. All right, you know what I got to grab? I got to get my coffee. Let me get my coffee. Hold on, my coffee. Got to have my morning coffee. Hey, grab your coffee. Have some with me.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, family.
Everybody?
Yep.
Already?
Yeah, we're on today, 11:30. Mama's here. Ooh, you look pretty, Mama. Ooh, Mama's looking a little sharp this morning, this Sunday morning. Anybody having coffee with me? Come on. Anybody having coffee? Look at this, Kathy Smith here. Oh yeah, Marvin. With the heart me right away. Thank you, Marvin. Hey, we're streaming today on 2 platforms. Now, we are here with TikTok. Well, that's our home. And what a night we had last night. But we're also right here on the tube. All right, you know where that is. Okay, so if anybody's interested and you want to watch from your TV, I am Uncle Glenn #2. Wherever you are. All right, any social media, I am Uncle Glenn #2. All right, and we got some fun things to do today. We've got less than 1 minute. We're not even on a minute, and we've got 115 people over here already on TikTok. We have anybody over here? Hey, if you jump over, make sure you say hello. Make sure everything's working. Somebody can check it out for me. You know where it is. I appreciate it. If somebody just goes over there and says, "Hi, Unc." All right? Hey, listen, we had a great, if my phone didn't run out of juice last night, I got to tell you, we had the most fun live. And that last battle, that one battle we had, oh, was it ever close. But the family came out of the street. The family came together and we won again. We are 18 wins and 3 losses. And we learned from those 3 losses, I can tell you that. All right, so, hey, look at the cup I got today. You guys can't really read it because it's backwards, but it does say, "Farm to table to soul," with pictures of some of our lives. And I got this from Mike and Christy, okay? Arizona Sunshine. And great people. They sent me 2 mugs. One was for Fall into Flavor, and this one right here, my Farm to Table to Soul 2025. And I got to tell you, anybody that's new here, you got to hit that follow button. If you're new here, come on, hang out with us, say hello, and hit the subscribe button, okay? So, Farm to Table to Soul, for those of you that don't know, I'll just run through. See it over my shoulder? See that? It says Farm to Table to Soul. You guys can't see it, but they can. And the farm part is not a big farm. It's not a big farm. I live on the outskirts of New York City. Okay, so I'm on a main road. I got buses, police cars, motorcycles, ambulances. There's so much noise. But the farm part is just Uncle Glenn's garden. It's my place of peace. It's where I go. All right, and that's where we harvest from. And then the table part, that's what we're doing today. We harvest from the garden and we cook for the table in my little kitchen here. And then we share a meal with family, friends, acquaintances, sometimes people we don't even know. But that is season 2 of Farm to Table to Soul. We went from less than 200 people to over 43,000 family members because of you. You right there. Over here, I don't know yet. I don't know, but I'd like to see. So if anybody over here is on, let me know, okay? Let me know. Say hello. All right. This is what we're doing today. That's G-I-W-I, I don't know. Scotty's here. Hey, Scotty. You up already? Melissa! Oh, you were on fire last night, Melissa. You and Kit Kat and Mezzo and Scotty and just so many of you came through. It was a great, great time. And I ran out of juice. Otherwise, I would have stayed to celebrate with everybody. But here we are, Sunday morning, and I'm not in any rush. I'm not in a rush. And I can tell you, we are going to go through things today in the next 3-4 hours that are staples of what we do. We have to make garlic oil, all right? I have to make garlic oil because this is all I have left. Look, a couple of pieces of garlic oil. I'll be done with this. I don't know. So I'm making garlic oil. I'm also making today, wait a minute, we're doing the staples, the beginning things. We are going to make a fresh marinara sauce. Fresh, we're making it, okay? Hey, Deborah! Hey, Malmac! Oh, yeah, Don! Oh, I'm just saying hello to the family on the other platform. They just jumped on to say hello to Unc. Oh, so great. I feel so loved. All right, so we're going to take today, you guys want to see all the tomatoes I got? All right? I got so many tomatoes, I don't know what to do with them. When I tell you that I had already 6 bushels of tomatoes, I have probably another 3 bushels or 4 bushels in the garden. And I've been giving them away. I can't give them away quick enough. So today I'm using not just, normally we would make our marinara, I would use the Roma tomatoes, okay? But today, I'm not using the Romas. I'll tell you what I am using. I'm using all of the blistered, the ones that split my tomatoes, the big ones. I'm going to use them because if I don't use them, they're going to go bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut those. We're going to drop them in boiling water, and we're going to de-skin those. And then I'm going to make a marinara out of it. All right? There's no reason that you throw away the tomato just because it's split. Now, if you leave it in your house, you're going to get fruit flies, which I got. All right? They're just going to go bad on you. So why not use them? That's what I say. All right? So I'm going to take our Romas right now, and I'm going to put them over here because I need room. Then we're going to be making, you see that mixer is out, right? We're making pizza dough. Look at all my cherry tomatoes. All right, look at these babies. These little baby cherry tomatoes, they're so sweet. They're like blasts. Look at this little baby here. Look at that little baby. Oh, thank you, Lord. It's like a blast of sugar. Thank you, Lord. Just so delicious. What a way to start my morning, right? And we can use these in a couple of dishes that we're making. All right, so I'm putting those over here. I'll show you everything. I show you. All right, today, I just went down to the garden and I picked some eggplants today. All right? Oh, look at all the family over here, loving it on the tube. Just picked these from the garden. Okay, they are hard as a rock. All right, hard as a rock. They're beautiful though. They're going to be great. Look, I'll show you look at this. Look at these from the garden, and we're going to cook with them. And remember, family, we started everything from seeds. From seeds we started. We started in February together, and we sat at my dining room table and we soaked seeds in chamomile tea. And then we put them in little cell packs, little cell things about that big. I hydrated them. Once they sprouted, I put them in biodegradable pint containers. Then we put them in quart containers. And then we used Uncle Glenn's secret fertilizer. Coffee grinds, used coffee grinds that I saved for months. Eggshells that I dried out and saved. Banana peels that I dried out and saved. And Epsom salt. And I took it and I put it in a food processor. And then before I planted, I used 2 tablespoons before I put the plant in with the soil. And my garden just exploded. And I did it one more time probably about 6 weeks after they were already grown. I took 2 more tablespoons, I put it around each plant, and it's still fertilizing. That's the wonderful thing about using that. Because when you use Miracle Grow, which is fine, when you use it, it goes into the root system, it absorbs into the plant, but then it just goes away. When you use this, it breaks down and it stays, keeps the plant fertilizing, keeps feeding it. And that's how you get those. All right? So we're going to be using these today. Now I got one of them here that might have gotten an insect in it. I don't know. I saw something. Maybe not. Oh yeah, right here. All right? In here, there might be a black spot that maybe a worm might have gotten in here. We're going to see when we cut it. Then we just take that, chuck it. All right? I mean, not that I'm opposed to eating it. All right, so today we're going to use these. These are the tomatoes that I'm going to be using for the sauce. All right, we're using these tomatoes. Now, see what I mean? They split. See those? They split. Why did they split? They split because they were on the vine too long. When you leave your tomatoes on the vine too long, once they get to a certain size, they're not growing anymore. So when you leave them on there to ripen and it rains or you water your plant, what happens? The water has to go somewhere, so it splits your tomato. So always take the tomato out pink. Don't let it get to vine ripe unless you're going to pick it as soon as it's vine ripe. All right, fair enough? So I'm using these today because I'm not throwing these away. Okay, so that's what we're making our sauce out of. So we got our eggplants. I got some more tomatoes here if I need them. And then we're going to make our pizza dough. We got to make our pizza dough. All right, so let's get this over here. Hold on. I'm going to show you what we got here too, so you can just see. Let me take my eggplants out of the way right now. I'll put them in here for now. And we're going to get everything set and ready to go. You want to see? You want to see what I got in the kitchen? This is just the kitchen, my friends. I have given away, I must have got, you got to see my zucchinis. I had about 70. All right, and I'll show them to you. I'm going to show you what we got. I'm not kidding you. You think I'm just telling you for fun? I'm going to show you. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't be falling on me. Hey! Relax, everybody. All right. I got excited, and let me show you what we got. Okay? Look, I'm going to turn you guys around real quick. All right? I'm going to show you what we got. Look. I'm showing you what we have here. This is Uncle Glenn's harvest right here. All right, look. This is just some of it, okay? This is only some of what came out of that little garden, my farm, my little farm. All right, look how wonderful this is. Look at that. All right, we've got all kinds. Now this is the bushel I was talking about. I got about 7 of those bushels. I have another 3 bushels at least down there, if not more. These are the Roma tomatoes right here. These are our cherry tomatoes right here. We've got, look at this, baby. Look at this. It's so juicy. And I gotta keep making them. I mean, look at these things. Look. See, I try to pull them off when they're a little bit pink. See, it's not split. This is not split. Okay? And the reason is because I pulled it off early enough to let it ripen inside the house. And that's exactly what it's going to do. Exactly what it's going to do. So, and then I have my zucchinis, which I had about 70 of these babies. And we've made so many different things out of zucchini so far. All right? Look at this. And, where are my peppers? Did I use all my peppers already? No, I didn't use them. So, that's what we got. Now, we're going to be making a lot of this up. I have my peppers back there. We're going to use those today, too. All right? So, let's get going here. Let's get back to cooking right here. Okay? And here we go. All right. So, I think we should start with, it's 11:45. I don't know. I'm going to be on for a few hours. So, if you need to leave, you have to do something, do it. Do what you got to do. But come back. All right? If you're new here, hit that follow button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Hang out with Unc. I will be on every Wednesday and every Sunday. Wednesdays are usually 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Sunday about 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Now, I'm on a lot more than that. Now, last week, which may be again this week, I went live on Tuesday, Tuesday. I did not go Wednesday because I had work to do. All right, on the other thing, I have a couple of things I do. All right. Thursday, I went on. We were on last night, so we were on a few times. So if I'm not on Wednesday, you'll know I'll probably be on the day before, and I'll tell you I ain't going to be on. All right, but Wednesday, 5:30 Eastern Standard on both, and Sunday at 11:30 on both. Okay. With TikTok, whenever I go live, the extra days, I'm only on with you guys. All right? So this is what we do. I do stay busy. I try to stay busy. What else am I going to do? All right? When I close my eyes, it's over. For here. Then I got a whole new life ahead of me. A whole new life ahead of me once the Unc closes his eyes here. And I'm excited about it, honestly. I mean, I'm not... Come on. All right. Here we go. We're going to start with... What should we start with? I think we should start with a pizza dough. Now, I already made a pizza dough. I'm gonna grab it right now. I'm gonna show it to you, and then we're gonna make another one. All right, because I promised you we would make it from scratch. So let me get the one that I have rising. All right, and we are gonna make another pizza dough. We're only gonna use one. No, we're only using one of these pizza doughs today. Come on, kitty. Come on, let's go. All right. All right. So this is what we got. This one I made, so I can get a jump on things. Okay, look at that. Look at that, baby. Look at this. It's ready to go. So we're gonna make this one. Now this, if I start from scratch on the pizza dough, and I make it with my fast-acting yeast, it's a pizza fast-acting yeast. If I use that, from the time we make it until the time it's ready to be used is about an hour and a half. So 1 hour and a half, you could have pizza dough. Now, is it as great as it is in some of the pizza places? Probably not. But I gotta tell you, anybody that's seen Unc's Pizza or Stromboli's or calzones or breads that we make out of it, it's come out pretty good. So I never want to say that, listen, I'm not a pizza guy. I'm also not a chef. Not N-O-T, a chef, not a chef. Okay? So we got that there. That's ready to go. So I think we should start with this other pizza dough. You want to make it pizza dough together? Anybody? Anybody want to make pizza dough with me? Apron, Kathy Smith. All right, here we go. Yes, Kathy knows. Kathy is so like, she's like my conscience. Kathy Smith is like my conscience. All right? Now, you know what apron I'm using today? It's Sunday. So on Sunday, in honor of Noni. Now, Noni was a little Italian grandmother of mine. She was probably maybe 5 feet. I don't even know. I never measured her. All right? But as long as I can remember, she used to wear this apron. And this apron my sister found in a box a couple of months ago. And my grandmother she died at 98 years old, or 99 years old, 99, about 20 years ago. So you tell me how old this apron is. I remember her wearing this when she was cooking at my house, all right, for the family. And you want to see what it says? You guys will see it backwards, but it says, Prodotto in Italia. Prodotto in Italia. That is made in Italy. So on Sundays, here we go. We're putting it on. All right, here it is. Noni, what do you think, Noni? What do you think? I got your apron on. Come on, help me cook today because we're making something really special. All right, today, I'll tell you what we're making. All right, want me to tell you? We're making our pizza dough. We're making garlic oil. But we're going to make an eggplant that I never did. Never. And I don't know if anybody else has ever done this either. And if you have, please let me know. Because what the plan is, and I'm trying to do, tying it behind me. I got it. Okay. I mean, come on. Just put a longer string on it, Noni. Why not? You probably fit around you. That's how small you are. All right. So, I'm going to do this with the eggplant. I'm going to take that eggplant and I'm going to slice the ends off and I'm going to slice it thin. Not real thick, thin. Then we're going to lay it out on parchment paper. We're going to put some salt, some pepper, and some olive oil. And then we're going to roast it in the oven. Okay? Just like that. Nothing else on it. A little salt, pepper, and olive oil. Roast it in strips, long diagonal strips, next to each other. Then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to cool it. Then we are going to make a filling. We're going to make a Mediterranean style filling for it. I'm going to be using some spinach. I'm going to use Kalamata olive paste. I'm going to be using some of my tomato sauce. We're going to be using 2 or 3 different cheeses. All right. Then we're going to take it and we're going to paste it all on along the eggplant with a lot of mozzarella, all fresh herbs, olives. And we're going to roll it with the parchment paper into a log. I'm going to roll it into a log. All right? So it's rolled up in a log. Then I'm going to put it and cool it in the refrigerator. And then we are going to take our pizza dough, right? We're going to stretch it out. And I'm going to lay that log on the pizza dough and roll the pizza dough almost like we're making a stromboli. And then I'm going to bake it in the oven. It's going to be very interesting. And I don't know whether or not it's going to work. You want to know why? Because I never did it before. Never. This isn't like, oh, here's a recipe for you. Good luck. All right? We do these things because we try different things. I am not a chef. I'm not here to teach you anything. You're here to watch and see if Uncle Glenn makes it work. And that's what we do. It's live. There's no edits. Hey, let's edit this. Up. No. Everything's live. So that's the plan, man. Then we are going to make a stuffing. And we're going to stuff cannelloni shells, which are like long, thick ziti shells or rigatoni shells. And we're going to get a piping bag and we're going to stuff them. And then we're going to use the sauce we make to bake them. Now, here's the question. What kind of sauce should I put on it? Even though I'm making a marinara with fresh tomatoes, you know what I'm thinking? Because this is my crazy brain. We stuff those shells with some ground pork and some ricotta filling. We lay them out. I make an alla vodka sauce for it, or a cream sauce. We put it on and we load it with cheese and bake it in the oven. I don't know which I'm going to do. Either just a red sauce or we'll do that. So when we get to that point, you guys will decide. But in the meanwhile, if you're new here, hit that follow button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Okay? This is what we do, and this is how we have fun. And you can invite your family. I can tell you why. This is all positive, loving, encouraging, and respectful. I respect you, and you, in turn, respect me and this family. And that's what we're all about. Okay? If you don't like that, swipe away. There's so many other things you can go look at. But if you like that, then you owe it to yourself to hit that follow button, invite your friends, invite your family, and let's have some fun. And get your cup of coffee, your donut, your roll. It's early in the morning for a lot of people. And we're going to be on for a few hours. So if you want to hang, you want to watch it on your TV, you know, you can go and watch it on the TV on the other place. All right? So let's start. Okay. I got my mixer. All right. First thing we're going to do. Now we got to try to time everything out. Okay? So in the pizza dough, the first thing I'm going to do is warm water, about 110 to 115 degrees. How do you know? Well, you can use a thermometer. Me, I put my hand under the water, and as soon as it's really hot, not burning hot, but really hot, then that's about the temperature I want. I'm going to get 1 cup of warm water. I'm going to put it in here. Then, we're going to take a package of fast-acting yeast. Fast-acting yeast. We're going to put that in the water. And then we're going to add the fuel. The gasoline that's going to make the fire burn big. And that's sugar. So, warm water, active yeast, fast-active yeast, and sugar. What is that going to do? The sugar, the yeast, warms up, it eats the sugar, and it ferments the water. When it eats the sugar, it releases carbon dioxide. And you'll see bubbles form on here. We'll let it sit for about 10 minutes, then we know all the water is nice and ready to go. Okay. All right. Okay, I got 1 cup. 1 cup of warm water right here, going right in. 1 package of fast-acting yeast is going right in here. All right, 1 package. Now you guys know, I mean, if you have, it's actually called pizza yeast because it activates even quicker than fast-acting yeast. That's the one that I use. Okay? Sugar, right here. Not a lot. I gotta get my measure spoon. Hold on. There's my measure spoon. Oh, there we go. Okay. We're going to go with 3/4 of a teaspoon of sugar. All right? You know what? I'm just going to use a teaspoon. It doesn't have to be an exact measurement. Okay, but I'm using a teaspoon. I want to have a little sweetness to this as well. Okay? Right there, 1 teaspoon. Now, there's going to go, salt is going to go in here. Oh, wow, that was like, just exploded. I'm going to bring you over here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, look. All right, take a look down there. And you guys take a look down here. All right, right there. And right there. All right, so now I'm just going to put this down. And I'm going to lock this in place. This is a 25-year-old mixer here. And all I want to do is blend that together. Okay? Now, I don't have any shield. This is a very, very old mixer. But it does the job. For a pizza dough, it's fine. It's not a heavy acting pizza dough. Now, there's something else I'm going to do that I don't normally do. I have some dough left over from last night. All right? I'm going to try something. I want to take some of this dough and I'm going to actually add it to this. Now, this is something that I don't normally do, but I'm going to add the dough to this pizza dough and let it blend in. Now, try it. We have a dough already, so I'm not worried about it ruining the dough. Because if it's no good, it'll be fine. I have another one. So blending that in right now. Okay. I just threw a piece in. What's it going to do? It's going to make it almost like a sourdough, a little bit. All right, that's enough. We got it blended. Okay. Now we're going to let that sit. That's going to activate the yeast. It's going to get some bubbles. I have a little piece of dough in there. It's not going to hurt it. We're going to let that sit for about 10 minutes. Then we're going to add the flour. We're going to add flour and salt. We're going to add 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And we're going to add a 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. Not sugar, of olive oil. Now, you could use garlic oil if you want. You know, you want to spice it up. I could use garlic oil because, you know, everything I put on those doughs are garlic, unless I'm making, you know, something sweet, which I don't mind anyway. All right, so we're going to let that sit. All right? No rush. Next thing I want to do is I want to get my tomatoes in that boiling water. I got boiling water right here. Okay? I want to get the tomatoes in the boiling water. So what am I going to do? I want to take off the cap. Okay? That's the cap of the tomato. See that? I'm taking the cap off. I'm going to take all these tomatoes and I'm going to put them in the boiling water. The boiling water is going to do 2 things. One, it's going to scorch the skin so that the skins fall right off. The second thing it does, it activates all of the sugar that's in your tomato. So it's almost like stewing the tomato, sweetening it, giving it a little cooking. It's fine, because we're going to cook it up anyway. Then when they cool down, I'm going to just squeeze it, take the skins off, and we're going to make a fresh marinara out of these tomatoes. I used the ones that were blistered, all right, that broke. I'm not throwing these away. I want to cook with them. Now, normally I would use Roma tomatoes, but today, this is what we're doing. Okay? So, we're going to get that one, put that aside. I'm just taking his caps off. All right? I should put these over here, put the heads there, okay? Take some of the core out is helpful. On these type of tomatoes, you don't have to do that on the Roma tomatoes. But over here, I'm actually pulling as much of the core out as I can, all right? Because that's going to help the tomato to be able to fall right out of the skin. That one's done. All right. You watch. This is going to be a delicious tomato sauce. Delicious. Promise you. I promise you. I've done this before, and I've seen how it comes out, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I can actually show you some of the tomato sauce that I made very, very similarly to this. See? This tomato has a crack in it right here. Has a crack. All right, it's a beautiful tomato, but if I leave this out, it's going to get just fruit flies. And I have so many tomatoes. So why not use it? I'm going to use it. Look at that, beautiful. Oh, look at the inside of this, baby. I'm going to show it to you. Show you the beauty of the juiciness of this tomato. Look at the red juiciness of these tomatoes right here. Look at this. Nothing like fresh tomatoes. There's nothing like a fresh tomato sauce. Nothing. And with fresh basil that we're going to use, tremendous. Okay? I'm just cutting out the little bit of the core when you're using these tomatoes. You don't have to do it when you're using aromas. You don't. Okay? You don't have to do it when you're using a cherry tomato. You don't. But with these, you gotta. Because it comes out easier, and the core part does not really break down. So, a little bit of work, but nothing overwhelming. Okay, nothing. If I left it in, it's not going to change the taste at all. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Woo! Man, what another beautiful tomato. I mean, this tomato, if I put some mozzarella on here with some nice salt and pepper, a little olive oil, and some basil, man, oh man, oh man, would that be amazing. But I have plenty of them to do that with. Today, we're doing a couple of different things. Today, we are making a fresh tomato sauce. We're making an eggplant, specialty eggplant. We're going to roll the eggplant. We're going to roast it, fill it, roll it, and wrap it in pizza dough. And we're going to cook it in the oven. All right, and then we're going to make stuffed cannellonis. All right, and we're going to make a nice Mediterranean. For that, we're going to make I don't know how I'm going to fill that yet. But we're going to come up with something. And that's what makes it fun. We do this, I experiment. When I'm cooking, this is not a cooking show to teach you anything. I am not a chef. Not a chef. I'm just Uncle Glenn doing my thing. All right, here's our tomatoes. All right? These tomatoes are going in that boiling water right there. Okay? So I got a pot of boiling water. Let me bring you guys over. You can see a little better. All right here. Going right in. Skin and all. And let them go for a while. Now I'll take all of this right here and get rid of them. Wipe my counter down. And next. We're moving along. Okay? Okay, it's good. Right there. Paper towel, clean up a little. Okay. All right. Got that. We're going to take those out. Once those are done, we'll put them in our colander and we'll let them cool. And then we're going to take the skins off. All right? Our pizza dough is still here. I'm looking, it's not where I want it to be yet. I want to get all the foam in there activated. All of the yeast, the sugar. In here we have 1 cup of warm water, 1 package of fast-acting yeast. We have 1 teaspoon of sugar that we added. We're letting it sit. I threw a little piece of old dough from yesterday in there just to see if it helps it to make it a little, give it a little sour taste, maybe. I don't know. I never did that. I'm trying it. Why not? We have a perfect dough to do what we want to do with our eggplant that we're going to make. All right? So we have a lot going on. Now, I need to make garlic oil. You guys ready for garlic oil? Well, I want to get all this prep out of the way. You guys ready for garlic oil? Anybody make garlic oil? Very simple. 4 ingredients to garlic oil. 4. Now, I call them ingredients. People say, hey, that's not an ingredient. It's an ingredient to me because I got to use it. All right? Pot. Right here. Sauce pot. Ingredient number 1. Ingredient number 2. Virgin olive oil. I'm going to fill this pot up about 1/3 of a way. Now this stuff is not cheap. All right? But it's worth it because it changes the flavors of everything. Okay? So we use a lot of it, but that's ingredient 2. So I got about 1/3 of a pot of olive oil in here. Ingredient number 3. Heat. We got to put it on a low simmer. Not blasting heat, my friends. Not blasting heat. You want to bring the temperature up on this nice and slowly. All right, so I have it on like number 3. I'm bringing the temperature up slow. Why? Because you don't want your olive oil to break down and get to a smoke point. You want to bring the temperature up slow enough that when I take my garlic, which I have a pint of right here, I'm going to take 1 clove of this garlic. 1. When I think the oil is ready, and the way I look at it, I see veins starting to form on the bottom of the pot. In about maybe 4 or 5 minutes from now. Then I'll take 1 garlic clove and I'll drop it in the pot. That, when I see bubbles that come up within 3 seconds, then I know the oil's ready. Now, if I only see 1 bubble, I could let it go longer. Then, once I see it bubbling, it's not boiling. What's happening is that the skin blisters and it releases the air and the oil from the garlic, and it infuses it into the olive oil. That's how you get garlic infused oil. Now, some people like to add, after it's cooked, throw in some herbs. Now, if you want to make a garlic infused rosemary olive oil, put some rosemary in after it's already cooked. As it's cooling down, you can drop it in. And that will infuse the oil from the rosemary flavor into your oil as well. It's pretty easy. All right? So we got this ready. A pot, I got about 3/4 of a pot of olive oil, virgin olive oil. I got a pint of clean garlic, and we have the heat on a low simmer. Over here, we have our tomatoes are boiling. We took some tomatoes that blistered in the garden that had a crack in it. I cut the tops off. I'm putting them in the hot water so that we can deskin it, and we're going to use that for our marinara sauce that we're making today. Okay? Then, we have our eggplant. Oh, wait, we have a pizza. We got to make our pizza. So while that's going, okay, I'm going to turn this back on. That's ready. All right, so 2.5 cups. Right in there I have 1 cup of very warm water, about 110 to 115 degrees. I have 1 package of fast-acting yeast, and I have a teaspoon of sugar. That's all I have in there right now. The warm water with the yeast forms a milky kind of a look. The sugar is like gasoline that you add to the fire. The yeast eats the sugar, releases carbon dioxide, and there you have fermented water. Now we're going to put all-purpose flour, 2.5 cups, in there. And you're going to watch it. I'm going to put half of it in, and it's going to turn into a batter-like consistency. Not dropping it all in first, only half of it. When you have that batter consistency, let it go until you get like a glaze on it. That you know that the flour you have in there has absorbed the liquid that's in there. Now you have everything fermented. Then you add the remainder of the flour until it comes together in a dough ball. Then we're going to add, actually I could add the olive oil. I could add it now, really, because that's already activated. And I can add the salt, but I'm not. I'm just going to add the olive oil now. So I could do that right now. I don't have to wait until later. All right, 3 tablespoons of olive oil I'm putting in. And I've done this before, so I know it works. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. I like to have the olive oil in there. Really, really, I think does a really nice. I'm going to incorporate all that flavor right there now. All right, so let's get our flour right here. All-purpose flour, 2.5 cups. Now, if you don't, I got to tell you, all flour has a different consistency to it, depending on how it was milled. This is unbleached, all-purpose flour. All right. Some flours absorb the water quicker than others. So although I have 2.5 cups of flour in here, it doesn't mean that I will use it all, or I might even need more. But I got 2.5 cups here. I'll put half in, and we'll look at the consistency that happens. All right? I can bring you a little closer so you can get a better look, and you make it hit with flour. All right? There's a very old mixer right here. This is not a new mixer. It's old. It's about 25 years old. You're going to hear the brushes on it are going to struggle a bit, but it works. All right. I'm going to put this in. I want to get this to the point of being a pancake-like batter consistency. All right? Pancake batter consistency is what we're looking for right here. I'm putting about half the flour. All right? Like that. Now, we're going to let this go. And I wanted you to see something. It looks very grainy right now, if you can see it. Looks very grainy. We're going to get it so that it's smooth and shiny. That's what we want it to be. Smooth and shiny. Then I know that the flour has absorbed into the fermented mix. All right, it's going to get a glossy look to it. All right, it's still grainy. I want to make it so that I know that everything is absorbed nicely in here. Going to get shiny. Now, this is because I'm making a homemade dough. That's why I'm doing it this way. It's a homemade pizza dough. Now, why am I doing this? Because when I add the other flour, now I have more consistent fermentation. All of the flour that's in there is fermented. So when I add the rest, it's going to rise more evenly. Can you throw everything together? Yes. Will it come out the same? No. Okay? All right, so now we're going to add more flour in here. and it's going to come into a dough ball. And then we'll know it's going to pull off the sides, and when it's clear and the bowl is completely I got to hold this because see how that cleaning the bowl right there? Now the more you mix it, the warmer the dough gets. But it's working it right now. Now it's, we're getting all the glutens. Oh, you know what I didn't put in there? Uh-oh. Unc forgot. See? This is what I mean. This, I forgot to put salt. So this really is not the right way to do it. I forgot to put our 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Well, I'm going to do it now, even though I shouldn't. I'm going to do it. Okay? 3/4 of a teaspoon. This is a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm going to drop that in there. And we'll just mix it in a little longer. 2. This is 3/4 of a teaspoon. That's only for flavor. It's not going to do anything to the consistency of the dough, but it's going to flavor it. That should go in with the flour when I put the flour in. All right? Now, we do have to add a little bit more flour to it. No, actually, I don't even think we do. Yeah, we don't need any more flour. And that's what I mean. I said 2.5 cups of flour. All right? All flour is different consistency. I got about 1/2 cup of flour in here. Still. Okay? It's releasing the glutens right now. And that's going to start stretching. Okay? Let's take a look at it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it feels pretty good. I think I wanted a little more flour in here. Yeah, I want more flour in here. Okay, it's a little too loose right now. So I'm just going to add some flour now. Now I can add it. Okay, I'll take that off. I'm going to add a little bit more flour. It's homemade. I'm not a pizza guy. All right, so, and this is what I do though. It should be able to come to a bowl, break up. So it's going to need every bit of that flour that we did. Although Mom is going to kill me, I want it to break up and come back. Okay. All right. Get some flour right here. Pull this off. Good. Like I said, this is not a class on, this is Uncle Glenn having a great time here, except that I have to clean up all of this mess. If Mama walks in right now, look at the flour is everywhere. All right? The flour is everywhere. She's gonna go, what are you doing? I love it. All right, but look at the dough. All right, let's go back here. Dough, it feels great. The dough feels great. Bring it back. Hold on. Okay. I lowered the oil, by the way, to really low. All right, look how nice. I'm going to add a little more flour to this because it is still a little bit weak. All right? It should be, I mean, it feels great, honestly. But There we go. Look, but I want you to take a look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Okay? It feels like a baby's bottom, right? It really feels great. That's what you want. That's what you want. All right? So all I'm going to do now is put a little bit of oil in the pan. Okay? I have a pizza tin. A little bit of or olive oil right on there. Okay, oiling that up, putting that right in. Cover. Be ready in an hour. Okay? All right. Now, I have to do some cleanup. If I don't do some cleanup, I'm going to have cement everywhere. So let me get rid of, first of all, and then we'll move on. Oh no! She fucked in.
Seriously?
It went all over the place. I got to get a new mixer.
Okay.
I mean, it is all over. So, but I have a towel under it, so. All right, first thing I got to do is clean over. These guys are cracking up. All right.
What did it explode? How come it's not all over you?
What? This what? Hey, this happens. It happens.
Oh my.
And I always do a great job cleaning up. Huh? All right, that's it. All right.
I'm going to start my own show.
You should.
The After the UncleGlenn show.
What do you mean?
Okay, and show them the truth.
A little flour. What's the big deal? I mean, make it like it's a big deal.
Flour and water become concrete.
It does. You have to clean it, which is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, that's my tag. That's Nornie's tag.
Italy upside down.
Oh. All right, I got to clean this mixer first because I don't want this turning into cement.
Oh.
That I don't want.
You see the dishwasher?
I'm not looking at it yet.
Floor?
Nope.
The oven, Wyoming?
Nope. I don't care about that. I don't care. Right now, I only care about my mixer. All right?
Shame.
Shame?
Shame.
Shame. She's shaming me right now. Because I got... All right.
Have fun.
Thanks. I do. You know that. I'm going to bleach this now, too. A little bleach
See ya.
on this whole thing.
Wouldn't wanna be.
Perfect timing. She had to walk in. That's why you have to have the right tools. And the new mixers, although this is a workhorse, and I've had it and it lasted forever, the new ones have shields. They have, you're not going to have that problem. So you'll see why I've been making my doughs ahead of time and not on here. Although I have a video of really the right steps and step-by-step how to do it. And it's in my profile if you're interested. You may say, I don't want to make that dough. I don't want that all over my kitchen. Well, that's Unc. Okay? All right, I'm getting rid of this. Hold on, let me just get this out of my way. All right, it's all cleaned. All right, we got a lot to do, so we're gonna have a lot of fun ahead of us. We've got a lot to do here. Now, let's get back to, before I do any more cleanup, let's go back to our garlic oil. All right, I'm bringing you over to the garlic oil. All right, I have it on really low. I'm going to turn it up. All right, I turned the heat up because I had it sitting there, and normally if I would have left it on there, it would have been way too hot. Let's check it. We're going to drop one clove of garlic in there, one, and see if it bubbles. 1, 2, 3. Yep, it's ready. See the bubbles? Now it doesn't mean that the garlic is that the oil is boiling. It doesn't. But you got to be really careful now. I'm going to put the rest of this in. It's going to look like the oil is coming to a boil, but it is not coming to a boil. All right? All it's doing is all the garlic that goes in there, well, that's all air coming out of there and releasing its oil. When you drop it against the side of the bowl. Do not drop it overhead or you'll get splashed with the oil. Okay? Beautiful. Now that's now you watch. Watch all those bubbles. Watch how all those bubbles come together right there. And it's going to look like, oh, your oil is boiling. It's not. I can't stress to you enough. I have it on very low flame. All that is the oils and the air is being released right now from that garlic. That's what it is. That's what's happening right now. That's it. Okay. All right. Let that go 1 minute. Okay. Now it's got to go about, I'd say about 3 minutes. And what we're looking for here is this. Let me show you. We're looking for the garlic to get a little blister on it. A little bit of blistering and a little color. Once we see it, you're going to see. It's going to have like a golden color to it. Then we'll pull it off the heat. And we'll let it's going to keep cooking off the heat. Meanwhile, we have over here our tomatoes. Tomatoes are ready. So, while that's cooking, let me get this out of the way. I'll show you how nicely I cleaned up already. Get this. I got to get my colander. Now, the colander I use, I love this colander, because it keeps everything above my sink line, all right? Where some colanders that you use, you have soap in the sink, you have dishes in the sink, and then you put your colander on top of it, and you kind of, not that it's gonna, it's just so much better, this thing. Works every dime. And I have them in my showcase, but this is not a product live, so I can't really show you today. I can show you the colander, I just can't. I can only tell you that you can go to Uncle Glenn's showcase for any of the tools that I use. And usually, most of them are in there, including all of my steel bowls. All right? All right. Put that away. That's done. Okay. Get the colander here. I'm going to bring you over. We're going to take those tomatoes out. And now we're going to start rocking and rolling. Now we're going to start. All right? Okay, let's check this again. Let's check our garlic oil. It's not boiling. This is not boiling. This is air and oil that's coming out. I've got this on a very low heat, so the oil does not break down. You see the color starting to happen? Let me see if I can get you. Hold on a minute. I want you to see one colored. When you got about 75% of these colored like this and blistered, then you can take it off. Try to get one. Okay, it's got to go a little more. Still got to go. Okay? This is done in the back. Okay, these are all done. We're going to take those while the oil is going and bring it over. And I'm going to put them in my colander and cool that baby down. All right, we're going to cool this down right here. Take those tomatoes. We're going to put them in this colander that's above the sink. All right, and we are going to turn the cold water on and we're going to cool them down. All right. Show you everything I'm doing. I mean, everything I'm doing here. You can see. All right, look. It is right here. Okay, here we go. Whoop, woo. Now, if I had any dirty dishes in the sink, or I had soap in the sink, I don't. It's above it. And that's where I like to keep it, above the sink line right there. All right? Just gonna, and I'll let them sit because they're really hot. I couldn't even begin to deskin these right now. Way, 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 way too hot. Okay, and I'm gonna go here while that's above the sink, and I'm gonna clean up my pot a little, real quick, and it doesn't affect anything. Okay, I got a little, clean the pot off, and we're gonna get our other pot that we're gonna make our marinara in. We're gonna be doing that. I want to clean up as I'm going along here because I'm going to need to. Okay, I want to check my garlic oil. I'm going to bring it over to you and show you. Nope, not yet. Almost. Oh yeah, no, it is done. I'm going to show you. Show you the color. Okay, let me show you the color. Let's turn you guys over here. All right. All right. See the color? Can you see it's got a little goldness to it? It's got little blisters on it. I'm showing them over on the tube as well. Okay? This now comes off the heat. Smells amazing. The house smells absolutely amazing right now. Okay, now this comes off the heat and we just let it sit. This is garlic oil. Done. All right. So far, we've made, is what we've done. We've made a pizza dough. We have made, a pizza dough. We deskinned we stewed our tomatoes for our marinara. Those were tomatoes from the garden that were split. They're not Roma tomatoes. They're whole big tomatoes that we're going to make our marinara out of. All right? And we made a pizza dough. So garlic oil, the marinara, and the pizza dough. This is all part of our prep work. The next thing I want to do while those are cooling off is get our eggplant cut with a little bit of salt, pepper, and I want them to sit, and we're going to get the oven on because I'm going to roast those in the oven. All right, so let me get my pans out of here. Let's get our oven on. I got to get some parchment paper that I can use for this. All right, and this isn't going to take that long, but today is Sunday. We're cooking for the family today. All right, this is a Sunday cook. We got a lot to go. We're making stuffed cannellonis. We're going to make eggplant. Very, very special way. I never did it before. We're going to get this eggplant. We're going to roast the eggplant in the oven. Let me turn this oven on. Okay. I got the oven on right now. I'll put it at 425 degrees. The oven. Actually, I shouldn't. I should put it a little less than that, especially on the beginning part. Okay. This is my garlic oil that I had in the refrigerator. I have the other one we just made is cooling. I know I'm going to be needing it, which is why I made it. So I'm going to get a brush. I want to brush the bottom of this with some garlic oil. Okay? Okay? Got that ready. Let's get our eggplant. Now I want to cut this eggplant pretty thin. We're going to cut the edge off. We're leaving the skin on this. We're leaving the skins on. So we're going to take this right here, cutting this part off. Cut the edge off. Go to the other side. Cutting the edge off. Now, I'm going to do something to help me to stabilize the eggplant. I want to cut this eggplant in. Now, if you cut the eggplant, let me show you, this way. Okay? You're going to get wider pieces diagonal, because if you look at it, it's like odd shaped. If I cut it this way, I'm going to get more narrow pieces. And I think that I want to have the narrow pieces as opposed to the wide ones, because I'm going to be putting them up against each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down right here so I can lay it flat and be able to, yeah, I'll actually do it on this side. Okay, I'll show you what I'm doing. See what I did? I just cut this so that it's flat. Now I could lay my eggplant like that without having it roll on me. All right? And we got to cut pieces. So I'm going to use my other knife. Got to have a sharp knife. I like to keep my knives nice and sharp. All right? Now we're going to cut pieces. Right here. Actually, I want to cut this one as well. Might as well cut the skin down on both of these, like that. Okay. Now, not too thick. because I want to roll these. So, see that? It's not really that thick. Yep. Okay? See the piece? Thin. Thin. Not too thin, but thin. For this particular thing, because we're going to roll this. We're going to roll this into a log when we stuff it. I'm going to roll it into a log. Okay? Trying to keep the pieces not too thick. All right? Another one. I never did this like this before, so I'm curious to see how it's going to come out myself. Who knows? All right? I got this. I'll probably get a few more out of this. And one more. Right here. Ooh. Just took my hand off. Okay. All right, so we got. Let's see how this is. Let's see how, I'm going to see if we need more. Because we're going to do it laid out this way because we're going to roll it that way. All right? So, put one here. One here. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. I wonder if I should, yeah, probably should. Because I'm not going to, yep. Remember, I'm rolling this, so I want it to be tight. That'll finish that. And that'll be that one there. All right. Okay. Let's get some olive oil on this. On this side. Garlic oil right here, on here. Can I use this piece? Yeah, why not? Okay. Let's get some pepper. I'll put some kosher salt on it. A little bit. Now this kosher salt, I'm going to let this sit for a little bit before I even put it in the oven. I want to get another. Okay. All right. Now let me think. That this will come out, and then we can roll it. When it cools down and softens up, we should be able to fill it and roll it. We should be able to. We should be able to. Because this will shrink down, I can overlap them. I'm going to do another tray of this as well. Okay? So we have that there. We're going to do another one. Another one. This way I know I got enough. Whether I make two or not, it doesn't matter. I can always use the eggplant that I'm making. All we're doing right now is prepping it. We're only prepping the eggplant so that I can roll it out. That's it. Okay? Putting garlic oil on the bottom. right here. We're going to take that eggplant, we're going to make a stuffing for it. It's going to be a Mediterranean style log. And then we're going to wrap it in pizza dough and bake it in the oven. That's the plan, man. That's the plan. All right? So let's take this one now. This is the one I said. I got to tell you, when you have fresh eggplant, there's nothing like it. It's a little bit on the hard side, and that means it's so fresh. Okay, now I'm going to cut the same thing. Okay, this one is got where the, yeah, that's no good. Okay. I'm going to have to get rid of most of this. I'm glad. Okay. I'm going to use this for pieces. That's all. I'm going to use it for pieces. Okay? This is all no good. Actually, this is not good. Nope. All right. See this eggplant? Okay? A worm got in it. As nice as it looked, a worm got in it. I'm not using this. All right? So we're going to throw this one out. Ah, too bad. Hey, listen, every once in a while, look, the animals got to eat, right? Not in my garden. Now let's see if this one is okay. All right, this one should be all right. Let's try it. I got a little bit. Yeah, much better. Okay. Let me cut this one right here. And what I'll do is I'm going to use these pieces right here to fill in that roll. Man, these are hard. I got to tell you that. Beautiful. Ah, no good. Nope. Nope. No good. All right. We got one eggplant to deal with. These two were on the vine and they got a worm. And when you get the worm in there, all right, that's what happens. So I can go down. I have more of them down there, but this will be fine. This will be fine for what we want to do. This is an experiment anyway, and I think that the experiment will work. All right, so we're just going to, I'll piece this in a little better, like that. There. I'll piece this one in right here, and we should be fine on the roll. When I roll it up. All right. Okay, let's go in the oven. Now I know I don't have to make as much either. Okay, these are going in. This we can use for something else. Let's get rid of all this, and let's make our mix. Let's make our mix. Hey, listen, this is when you have a garden, I don't use insecticides. All right, so if I didn't even notice that, if I would have noticed it, I would have probably, I would have probably made some sort of tea. I wouldn't have gotten, I don't use insecticides. Now, I'm not an organic, necessarily a 100% organic garden. I use other stuff. If I see a problem I can't get rid of, I'll get neem oil if I have to, or Miracle Grow at sometimes on the soils. But when you don't notice it, you don't treat it. So, okay, let's make our mix for that. That's probably the most important thing right now. Let's get that ready so that we have that mix made. And actually, we probably should get our tomato sauce going. Those are cooled down. Let me get my pot. Okay, we just cleaned it. Let's use it, and let's make ourselves a nice tomato sauce. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Let's get our sauce going and not worry about that other thing. All right, so we have our fresh tomatoes right there. I gotta cut up an onion. All right, so I'm gonna we're gonna start making our marinara as if we were doing it with canned, with the canned imported tomatoes. Well, the only difference is today we're using the garden fresh tomatoes, which are going to be delicious. That's going to be there. Let's get our pot over here. All right, we're going to use garlic oil in there. Let me cut these down. Do not look at my knife skills. Like I said, UncleGlenn is not a chef. I'm not. So I don't claim to be a chef. I was never educated in a chef school. I have some experience in the real world, but I worked when I was a kid in a hamburger joint. I was a porter, and then I flipped hamburgers. I worked in a couple of different things growing up. So I have some, I learned, but I'm certainly not a chef. I wish I was. And people call themselves chefs because they put on a coat or they're cooking. Oh, I'm a chef. Well, I have a different feeling. I respect the title of chef. Because I might have cooked doesn't make me a chef. All right? I don't know the proper terminology for things. I don't have good knife skills. All right? Mine are all par. They're par. They're not great. They're not horrible, but they're par. Okay? Taking my onion I just chopped up. Put that in here. Now, since this is a fresh sauce, we're going to do it a little bit differently. All right? Okay. Let's get over to the pot. We're going to start with the onion, and we're going to saute it down with garlic oil and garlic. And then we're going to saute that. Then we're going to take our tomatoes. All right, we're going to add chicken base. We're going to season the onion with chicken base, white pepper, and because this is going to be actually I could probably cook this sauce longer because I do have enough sauce. I'm trying to think. Yeah, all right. Let's see how it comes out. Let's go. All right, let's get over to the stove again. I know I'm bringing you guys around, but I want you to see what I'm doing. Okay? We're going to get our garlic oil that I have, and we're going to pour it right in here. Turn the heat on. Okay? Now that garlic that's in here, I'm going to be using. Okay? We're going to use it in this nice, fresh sauce that we're making. And we're going to use some fresh herbs for this, as opposed to dry herbs. And the reason is because I'm not going to cook this for hours and hours and hours. I'm going to cook this, it'll be cooking for a little while, but it's not going to go as it would if I was making a sauce that I was going to cook for hours and I would use dry herbs. I use fresh herbs to finish or for a quick sauce like this. There's a little water in that pot. Sorry. Okay, let's get our onion. Ready? Onion's going in. Let's get that sauteed up. Putting some white pepper in here. I use the white pepper because it absorbs better. I use chicken base instead of salt. All right, the chicken base is very salty, but it has flavor also, which what I want. Okay, so it does two things. It salts and it flavors at the same time. So I put some salt and I put some chicken base in here. Now I'm just sauteing this onion up until it softens up. We're going to hit it with a little bit of white wine. Not a lot, little. Bring it closer so you can see what we're doing here. Okay. And I'll bring you guys a little bit closer over there as well. All right, we're just sauteing up right now. Now I'm going to take some of my herbs. I have fresh herbs that I picked just a little while ago from the garden. Okay? These will be the herbs that I'm using. Fresh parsley from the garden, fresh basil from the garden. All right? I have some fresh tarragon. I have some fresh oregano, which we're going to use for that. Get this right here. We're flavoring right now that salt. How are we flavoring it? I'll show you. I'm going to be cooking for a while, friends, so if you're new here, hit the follow button. Hang out with us. If not, and you have things you have to do, leave and come back, because I'm going to be here for a while. I got a lot that I want to try to do today. Today is Sunday, family cook day, and I'm doing it as best that I can. Okay. Let's get a bowl here. Let's start taking some of these skins off. Would you say? I'd say yes. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's get these in there. Let's take the skins out. Right here. Taking those skins out. Off. And it's still hot. Woo! Okay, coming right out though. Skins come right off. See that? Skins are coming right off. Right? Yeah, right off. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay. Now, if you got a little bit of skin on there, it's not going to kill it. All right? Not going to make it, oh no, you ruined your, no. But I want to get them off because I'm going to blend this up pretty good. Yep, got it. All right, we got them. Got 90% of them, which is fine by me. Now I'm taking my potato masher. I'm going to mash this up. If I see any skins I can pull out, I'll pull them out. But I don't see too many. A little piece here. But they're, for the most part, we got them. They fell off when they were in that colander. So I pulled a lot of them in the colander off. Okay? Okay. I'm just making a fresh sauce here. See how already it broke down? how quickly that broke down in here? Because they were already stewed. The tomatoes were just stewed in that boiling water that we had. Now I'm going to hit it with some herbs. Okay? First of all, I want to add garlic to that from the garlic oil that we have. Now this, I want you to see the texture of the garlic. This garlic was in the garlic oil. Watch the texture of this, okay? Look at this, watch. It squeezes and mashes right in my fingers. Right in my fingers. That's the texture, and that's why, and it doesn't have that harshness that raw garlic would have. So we have the oil that we put in here for the flavor already. We have the garlic, we have onion, we have some chicken base in here, all right? And I got a little skin here, take out. Now I'm gonna put some herbs in there. Nice, fresh herbs. We're gonna start with some fresh parsley in here. Now this is a quick sauce, so I'm not cooking it for hours, otherwise I would use all dry herbs. I'm going to get some fresh basil that we just picked from the garden, okay? Just picked it from the garden. And I'm going to rip the leaves right in it. Now I'm not even using bay leaf for this because again, it's not going to be cooking that long. It's going to have that nice fresh look to it. And I'm going to get some fresh oregano that we picked out of the garden. This is fresh oregano. See this? Fresh oregano. Okay, we're taking that right in. Now this is not harsh like dry oregano is. It's got a completely different flavor to it. All right, it's got the flavor of oregano, but not that backbiting part that if you just take dried oregano and put it in your mouth, quite different, quite different. Okay. This was garden tomatoes that was split. And I said, you know what? We're going to use this today. Make a quick sauce. Quick sauce, not a long, overdone, quick. Put some, we have white pepper in there. We have our salt from our chicken base already in here. I have some parsley. I have oregano from the garden. We have basil from the garden. And we have garlic from our garlic oil and onion. That's it. Okay, I'm going to put this on a low. This is done. This is done. It can cook now for a little while until we're ready to use it. Okay? Next. Next, I'm having a sip of coffee. That's what I'm doing. Okay? Having a sip of coffee and that's it. Okay. Whew. All right, we're moving along. All right, so we have our pizza dough done. We have our garlic oil done. We have our zucchini roasting in the oven. We have our tomato sauce, fresh tomato sauce, which is on the stove. We're doing all of our prep. Now we're going to make some roasted peppers. I need some roasted peppers. All right? Like I said, I'm going to be cooking up today. I'm going to put that on nice low. Keep that cooking. And I think that I may turn this. Here's my question. I got a question for you. All right? Should we're making stuffed cannellonis also. Should we, instead of just making that marinara, should we take those fresh tomatoes and turn it into an alla vodka creamy sauce to bake in the cannoli, in the cannellonis. I'm curious. Anybody over here? Anybody over here? Or you don't know? All right. I would say, yes, I think we should do that. I think it would be great. We're going to take that. We'll use some of the red sauce we'll use in our eggplant roll that we're going to make. It's going to be Mediterranean. We're going to have Kalamata olive paste in it, olives. We're going to put some roasted peppers in it. We're going to put black olives in it. We're going to have Parmesan cheese, grated cheese, provolone cheese in it, maybe even a little ricotta. And I'm going to roll it into a log, and then we're going to wrap it with the pizza dough that we made. And we're going to bake it in the oven. That is going to be a new thing. Now we're going to take those cannellonis, which are like big zitis, wider and bigger, and we're going to make a filling. We're going to pipe the filling into the cannelloni along with some ground sausage meat. Then I'm going to put them in a pan. We'll make vodka, creamy vodka sauce, or even if it's not an vodka sauce, it can be a creamy, like a pink sauce, Alfredo sauce. All right? So, all right, we got that going. Let me just catch up here. I need to saute my spinach, and I need to make some roasted peppers, which we're going to do right now. We're going to do some roasted peppers. All right? Not a lot. I'm going to do a few, though. I don't even think I'm going to use the green one today. I think that, yeah, we can cook these. Yeah, you know what? Let's go. Let's do them all. All right? We can do them all. Because I tell you one thing, I love to have roasted peppers ready for me. Now, I'm going to show you something. For those of you that don't know, and I know a lot of you do know now. Does anyone know the difference, and it doesn't matter the color, the difference between a male pepper and a female pepper? All right? Male pepper, female pepper. I have one of each in my hand. The female has 4 bumps. The male has 3 bumps. That is the difference. Boop, boop, birds and the bees, birds and the bees. The female pepper is always a little sweeter. Always a little sweeter. So I know now when you guys go to the supermarket, you're going to be grabbing your peppers, not just putting them in your basket. You're going to go, oh, I want the female. I want the male. I'll have a little both. Yeah. Yeah. Okay? Now, honestly, there's not a distinctive difference to the taste. They say that the female is a little sweeter, of which I agree. I agree. Females are always sweeter. All right. Let's get a container, and let's get our, keep that going right there. Oh man, that looks good. Boy, that tomato sauce smells great already. Smells great. Okay, put this over here for now. And let's get our bowl. Uncle Glenn loves his steel bowls. And all we're going to do is, I'm going to go turn the barbecue on real quick. We're going to take the barbecue. We're going to cut these. We're going to wrap them. We're going to put olive oil, some garlic salt in here, and we're going to burn the skin. And we're going to roast these peppers. Okay? And that's how I make them. It saves you so much money, my friends. So much. Just turning this on. Boy, it was raining like cats and dogs this morning, but it's absolutely beautiful now. Okay, we got that on. You know, we're making Mediterranean style. I want to make sure that we do it. I want to have peppers. Now, I'm not using my hot peppers right now. These are my hot peppers from my garden. All right, we have serranos down there. I got a ton of them. We have jalapenos down there. We have the Hungarian hot wax peppers, banana peppers down there. I have cayenne peppers. I got a whole garden full of these. But today, I had enough of this last night. That relish I made that I put on my chicken, out of all the different hot peppers, woo! It was delicious though. I got to tell you, it was delicious. Okay. All right, let's start. Yeah, let's start with the red one right here. I'm taking the cap off like that. Let me get a paper towel. I'll put the seeds right in it. Okay? All you do is you take that, cut the cap off, take your hands, twist it, and you got no seeds. Seeds are going right there. Okay? Same thing with this. This pops right out. Now I got that. I'm using it. Now if you want to make stuffed peppers, you can make stuffed peppers also. Today we're not making that. See? Pops right out. Take this over here. Take it, twist it, off. Done. Right there. Now these peppers, you notice they got a little wrinkle on them. All right? Look, see the wrinkling on here? That means it's sweetening up. Doesn't mean it's bad. It means that it's getting sweeter. It's ripening. These are going to be like sugar, these roasted peppers. All right? And that's why I did them all, because I don't want them to get to the point they go from ripe to bad, and you don't want that. Oh, look at these little babies in there. Woo! Woo! Must be a female. Woo! Hey, if you're new here, come on, hit that follow button. Looks like you guys aren't really tapping away today. All right? What we got? We don't even hit 100,000 yet. We've been on for almost 2 hours. We were crazy last night, so we get a pass today because it was so much fun last night on that live. I got to tell you, I wish I didn't run out of juice because I was ready to go. And we won that battle. It was so close, and you guys pulled it through. Nobody beats this family, I got to tell you. We got an amazing group of people here. Everybody took part. Everybody did an amazing job, and we were victorious. We are 18 wins and 3 losses. And those 3 losses came because we were learning how the battles work. And people were waiting till the last 15, 20 seconds, and then they came on strong, and we kind of let our guard down on those, and it was over with. So, but we learned, and we haven't lost a battle since, you know that. Okay. All right. We got these. Now all I'm going to do is take these and cut them in half. Just like that. Put them right in. Okay? The caps I'm putting in like they are. All right, and just taking the peppers themselves and cutting them in half. We're going to put these on the barbecue and burn the skins. We're going to burn them right off. And the nice part about the roasted peppers, now we're certainly not using all of these today, but if I want to take the roasted pepper with a nice fresh tomato and take it, put a little salt, pepper, balsamic, olive oil on the tomato, put a layer of roasted pepper on top, some fresh mozzarella, some basil, with some fresh Italian bread, balsamic glaze on top. It's delicious. We can do that. All right, so here's our peppers right here. Now, we've got to salt and oil these. That's what we're doing. All right, so let's take some virgin olive oil right here. I want to take some garlic salt right here. First thing, we want to make sure that these are all coated nicely. All right, we want these coated really, really nicely. So we take each one, make sure that you got olive oil on the outside, on the inside. It's important because when you put this on the grill, we're going to burn and blister this side of it. All right, and then the skins will come off. And the sweetness will be, the heat will bring out the sugars in the pepper. Every color. Uncle Glenn loves color, you know that. We got orange, we got green, we got red right here. All right, we're almost at 100,000 on the likes. Family. I know I'm not talking a lot to you guys. I'm not, I haven't really spent a lot of time talking directly to you, but we're cooking today. So you got to do your part, I'm doing mine. We need 3 more hot me's, and I think we hit 50. Woo-hoo! Oh, yeah. Then I'm going to take a little bit of time, and we're going to talk a little bit. I want to talk to you guys. I love talking to this family. But, it's like anything else. When you go to Sunday house, you got somebody cooking. All right? All right. That's it. All right, now we're going to take garlic salt right here. We're on 2 platforms right now. We're streaming on another platform, and we're streaming on TikTok. If you go to the other platform, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. And say hi to Unc. All right? If you want to watch it on TV, you can over there. Now, the nice part about it is that over here on TikTok, after 30 days, all the lives go away. When you're on the other platform, I have them, and they're there forever. You can see any one of the lives that I've done, and it's full replay. So you don't have to watch the whole replay, because some of them are 4 hours. You can scroll through. You can pause it. You can go to what you want to see, how we made something. You can go back on it. All right? So I would just encourage you to expand your horizons with Unc. I can't tell you the name, not allowed. I got in trouble for doing it once. But you guys are smart. Yes, you know where it is. Okay, and it's on right now. And if you want to come on and say hi, I'd love it. Love it. Okay, these are ready. See? They're all coated. They got a little bit of garlic salt on it. All right? See that? Okay. Okay. Hello, Sarah. Hello. Sarah. Family. You guys are just incredible. Oh, yeah. Unc's here. All right. Here's what we're doing. I got to go now. I have to go out with this and put these on the barbecue. You want to come on a field trip? You guys want to... Hey, Leslie from Ireland. Oh, Leslie, I wish you were on the other night. Uncle Glenn I became Uncle McGlenn the other night. Uncle McGlenn. We did Irish night. I made the best Irish soda bread, I got to tell you that. Look at all the family over here. Look at this. We're on all over the place. Look at this. Yeah. Oh, Scotty, look at it. Family, everywhere. We got family. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm sorry. You guys make me so happy. All right? It doesn't take much. I like to cook, but when I know I'm with the family over here, it makes everything so exciting. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm going out. Let's go on a field trip. I'll put these out there. All right? Let me just shut that sauce off because the sauce is ready to go. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Good. Woo! Woo! I thought we were in trouble. I thought I was in trouble. Yep, good. All right? This is our roasted eggplant right here. Now, I'm taking that. Wait a minute. This is our roasted eggplant. I got to do something to it. All right? Wait a minute. All right? We're going to stuff this. We're going to make a roll out of this. We're going to roll it and we're going to stuff it with Mediterranean style. I'm going to be putting on here, we're going to put I'm going to put spinach, which I'm going to cream up. We're going to be using Kalamata olive paste. We're going to use herbs. We're going to have all kinds of cheeses. I'm going to put a little ricotta. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay these over and we're going to roll it into a log. And then when it cools, I'm going to wrap it in pizza dough. And we're going to bake it in the oven. All right? I never did it. It's going to be fun, though. All right. We got a lot to do. Now this has to cool. This has to cool down. So I'm going to actually just take this. Can I get this in the fridge over here? Maybe. Nah, no room. All right, that's okay. We'll let it cool to room temperature right now over here, and then I'll just take them off of here and I'll cool them in the refrigerator after. Let's get them to a cool temperature. All right, let's go outside. All right, hold on. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. It was pouring rain, downpour this morning. Pouring rain, downpour. All right. Got my tongs. Got the tongs. Get the peppers. Let's roast up some peppers. We can even make a little app later with some fresh mozzarella, fresh tomatoes. Okay? Now we're taking these. I want to burn this. I want to burn the skin on here. Okay? Not worried about burning this. Yeah, you hear the horns? Yeah, it's me over here. I mean, this place is like, all you hear is motorcycles, ambulances, people beeping horns. Crazy. It's my place of peace, though. Woo, it's hot. We got lots of peppers here, my friends, lots of peppers. All right, lots. But I'll use these I'll have these for sausage and peppers. I'll have them to be able to use for antipasta. I can use these in any of our rolls on pizza if we want. You know, it's just, it works out really, works great. Love it. Come on. All right. I'm going to close this. Let it burn up a little bit. All right? You guys want to, I can give you a big peek at the garden if you want from here. I'm not going down there though. All right? But you'll be able to see. You guys want to see what's in the, you want to see from the deck, the garden? an overview of the garden or no? Oh, you had, oh, you love roasted pepper mozzarella sandwich. Anybody over here want to see it? Come on. Tell me. No, you don't want to? Oh, you do? Yeah, okay, Tizzy. Thank you, Tiz. All right, here we go. We're going, I'm going to show you the garden from here. I'm going to lift it up on my tripod or tripods, whatever these things are called, and I'll give you like a scan it, okay? Let's scan away here. All right, let's take a look. Here we go. All right. Ooh. All right. That is the back part of the garden, okay? That's the back. And it goes all the way down there. And you can see in the back of the garden are the peppers, okay? They have tomatoes all over the place still, all right? So many, so much, so plentiful. I am so blessed. God has given me all these great things. Oh, all right, we're reconnected over here. Were you guys able to see it? Because I think I lost on the stream over there. I think I lost some reset. Yeah. All right. Okay, they're starting to get some color. See this? This is what you want. I want to get them nice and burnt over there. Okay? We got plenty more to go. Still got to go. How's our connection right now? Are we okay with our connection, family? Good? Okay. How about over here? I know we lost some. I lost the connection on the other one. We okay? Okay. Now, we have 45% here. I got to get moving because I don't want to run out of juice. Okay? So we're going to take these right now and turn them over. We blistered the skins. This is what you want. You want to blister the skin. It'll come right off when it cools. All right? And it'll leave a nice charred flavor. Now I'm just going to turn them over. And again, if you have a little bit of the skin left, it's no big deal. If you have skin on there, don't worry about it. It's not like, oh, it's not going to taste right. It'll be fine. It looks great. I'll tell you that. They look good. Blistering that one a little bit more. These are about done right here. See all those little pieces? They're good. They're great, those little pieces. Chop them up. In fact, I'll probably use those in our roast, for the roasted pepper part of the filling that we're going to make. Okay, just leave that another minute. Yes. Now, I'll take those, and I'm probably going to use these. I'll chop these up. Okay. Nice color. Beautiful. I'm going to put this in a different bowl inside, and I'll be right back to pull those out. Okay. Done. Good. It doesn't take long. I mean, it's not like this is a long, drawn-out process here. You save yourself so much money. If you went to the Italian deli and you got real roasted peppers, they charge you $14 a pound. You know, not that it's not worth it, because if you don't have them and you want roasted peppers, but I can tell you, these roasted peppers are going to taste amazing. Okay? See that? Now we're going to take them, we're going to let them cool. Then I'm going to take the skins off, and we're going to add some garlic oil to it, some fresh herbs, and once they're cooled down, I'll put them in a container. If I don't use them tonight, I'll have them in my refrigerator anytime I want. Okay? I'm going to bring it in, now I'm bringing you guys in. All right. Okay. Let's get back in here. Woo-hoo. Yep, let's go. Woo-hoo. Yep. Okay. Oh, all right. I'll tell you, it's pretty hot out there. Wow. Wow. All right. Okay. Let's keep going. We have our sauce is done. I got to cook the spinach up real quick. Real quick on the spinach, okay? This does not take long. I'm going to put a little bit of chicken stock, my chicken base, a little bit of water, a little bit of oil, and I'm just going to steam these up. I need this and I need it to get cool. So a little water right there, not a lot. Turn the heat on. I'm going to put a little bit of chicken base in there to salt it. All I'm doing, I'm going to do it from here. I'm not bringing it all the way over. I'm just sauteing up some spinach real quick. Okay? A little bit of chicken base right there. That's my salt. And I want some oil, olive oil in there, a little bit. And then we're just going to take that spinach, we're going to, not do anything, we're going to saute it up in there. I'm going to let this cool. This is part of our filling for our eggplant. Okay? Let's take a look at our pizza dough. Let's see how that's doing. All right, look at our pizza dough. Looks nice, right? I'm going to take this pizza dough and I'm putting it in the refrigerator because I'm not using this one. I'm using the other one today. This I want to rise slowly. It'll get cool now and it's going to be good. We have another pizza dough to use. Now, I told you we had a lot going on here today. We're doing a lot. We are doing a lot. All right, this is boiling right here. All right, I have some chicken base in here, and I have some hot water, chicken base, and a little bit of olive oil. Okay? That's it. Now we're going to take the spinach, and we're going to put it right in. Put it right on. Use that as a cover for now. Ah, no, I won't, because I won't be able to handle it. That's going to cook 2 minutes. We're making our filling now. This is more prep here for our filling. I didn't bring you over because there's no reason to. When that's done, we'll put it in here. We'll let that spinach cool off. So, we got tomato sauce that we made, a fresh tomato sauce. This is done. I'm going to take that and put that in a bowl. Let me get that in a bowl. Okay. That smell fresh. The basil, the oregano, the parsley, the fresh tomatoes. Oh, just smells so good. I can't tell you how great that smells. Look. Look, family. Look. This is a fresh tomato sauce from the garden. And we started everything from seeds. And God has blessed Uncle Glenn with all of this harvest. All right? And for those of you that haven't seen it, I can show you the harvest right behind me. But really, really thankful. Try to be thankful as much as I can. All right. Let's get back to work. Well, we got to rush. All right, so we have our spinach for our filling. Now, I want to let's get that finished, first of all. Done. Okay. That spinach is done. That quick? Now, normally I can make cream spinach out of that. I don't need to do that right now. I don't need to do that. I'm going to take that spinach. I've got to get a little bowl for that, and we're going to let that cool down. All right? Did it? Done. Done. This stuff does not take long. I'm just taking it out of the liquid because once it cools down, I'm going to press it dry.
Spinach.
Huh?
Spinach?
What?
Is that my spinach?
No. You want me to make you one?
That's why I wanted to get spinach.
Well, I have to make another one for you because I'm running out of battery.
No, you don't have to.
I'll do it later.
Tomorrow.
All right. This is that. We don't need that. Okay. Okay. Sauce, peppers, spinach. Let's make our filling. We're going to get that in the oven. And then we got to make our cannoli filling. Our cannelloni filling. All right? And I'm draining all the liquid out of here. I'll get a paper towel and I'm going to drain this and then I'll chop that up for our filling. All right, let's make our filling now. Okay.
You need cheesecloth for that.
Huh? Well,
Cheesecloth.
yeah, if you have one, you want to squeeze it for me, that'd be awesome. But it's very, very hot right now. See this? All right, all I'm doing is pulling off some of the skin right here on these little peppers that we're going to chop up. Just want to get some of the skin off. And it comes up so easily. I mean, it's not like a tedious job. See that? Off. And even if you don't, it's so tender right here. But these, the big skins I want to get off. Okay? Okay, I'm just doing right now for our filling. I'm not even messing with the other ones yet because I won't have time. Right now I just want to get everything done here so that we can move along. I got to make a cream sauce for our cannelloni. I've got to make the filling for the cannelloni. And right now we're going to get our eggplant filling made first. This is our Mediterranean filling. We're using roasted pepper from the garden. Not from garden. Roasted pepper from the barbecue. We're using spinach. We're using Kalamata olive paste. We're using black olives. We're going to use a little bit of ricotta, seasoned already. We're going to put some mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, and then we're going to wrap it nice. Okay? Okay, that's it. Got the skins off. See? There wasn't much. Skins off. I'm going to wash my hands. Yes, get that cleaned up right here. I'm going to use the same bowl right here that I took that out of. Now, we don't have to make a lot. Now, remember, we had 2 eggplants that were rotten, so I had to get rid of them. Oh, thank you, Mama. Okay. Look what Mama did for Unc. See? She does it the right way. She took the spinach, she got a little thing, whatever it's called, and cheesecloth, and she drained it. Now I'm going to let it cool a little more, and I'm going to drain it a little more. Then we're going to chop it up. Okay? We're going to use some feta cheese. All right? Here we go. All right, now, I got to tell you this. I got to take 1 minute. I got to call my sister. So I'm going to have to use the house phone because I have 2 phones over here, but I can't use them. Let me go call her real quick. I'll be right back. I just want to let her know what time I'm coming. Be right back. Hi, babe. Yeah. Listen, I'm on a live still. I'm probably at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. All right. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Oh, I loved hearing that. All right. Love you. Bye. All right. I'm not in a rush. She said, take your time. So, I can take my time. All right? So, are you guys going to hang with me if I do the whole thing? Here's what I'll tell you what we're doing. You tell me whether you want to hang or not. And if I understand, this is Sunday, you want to be with your family, not be here. All right? We are going to make, okay, the filling for our Mediterranean eggplant roll. We have the eggplant that we roasted, long pieces. We're going to fill it. Then I'm going to roll it into a log. I'm going to wrap it in pizza dough and bake it in the oven. We're going to make cannellonis. I'll show you what the cannellonis are, what they look like. All right? So in case you guys don't know, what did I do with them? Hello, where's my cannellonis? Wouldn't that be something? Uh-oh. No? Oh, yeah, they are. Hey, yeah, I knew you were hiding on me. I knew you were hiding on me. All right? All right, so look. This is a cannelloni. See that? Now, we're going to take these raw, and I'm going to make a filling. And we're gonna fill these up and we're gonna lay them in a pan. Then we're gonna make a sauce. I'm thinking about a cream sauce. Put them in, cover them with cheese, bake it in the oven. All right? We're gonna have our eggplant roll. And then maybe we'll do something else. I don't know. But we got a lot. I got a fresh sauce we made. We made garlic oil. We made pizza dough. We made a lot. But this is Sunday. Sunday is what we do. All right? And I just hope you guys will follow Uncle Glenn. Hit those likes. All right? You know, and over here, subscribe to the channel. I mean, why not? It's so much fun. This is what we do. So, all right, those are ready. Let's make our mix. No more talking. Let's make our mix. For our eggplant, let's get that rolled out. Let's see if it even works, but we hope so. All right, I'm gonna take this first, right here, squeeze as much water out of this as possible. The reason is, now I have it flavored. Remember, I put some chicken base in here. I could drink this down. This would be like soup. I put chicken base in here. I put olive oil. Okay. The reason I'm taking the liquid out is because if I don't, it'll be runny. I don't want that eggplant roll to be runny. That was that whole bag of spinach. That was the whole bag of spinach right there. Okay, I think we got it good. Okay. Good. All right. Take that. We're going to make our mix. We'll start with this. Let's chop this up. Our spinach. That was a whole bag of spinach right there. One bag of spinach. This is for our eggplant filling. Okay. Right there. All right. Next, let's put our peppers in. I don't know if I need all of these. I don't want to overpower it with that. Good. Wait till you see what we're going to put in here. The Mediterranean, Uncle Glenn's invention here. I never did this. So if you guys have done it, let me know if I'm doing it right, because I never did. It's funny, I thought about it while I was sleeping. I said, you know what? That would be so much fun to make. Let's do it. Okay, we got all different colors. You know how I love color. We have red, orange, yellow, green right in here. Nothing's hot either. Okay, it's going right in. Okay, so we have spinach. We have peppers right here, mixed together. All right. Let's flavor that up, and I'll show you what I'm using. Okay? I'll show you what I'm using, my family. Do I have it out here? I think I do. Here we go. I'm using Kalamata paste. This is crushed Kalamata olives. Crushed Kalamata olives. Wow. Smells amazing. And it's salty, and it's delicious, and it's exactly what I want for a Mediterranean flair. Okay? Chopped, crushed olives. Okay? Right in. Not too much. All right? We have our spinach. We have our Kalamata olives in there. Now I want to get some black olives. Right here. Black olives. I'm going to break them up by hand. My mouth is watering already because the smell is just incredible right now. The smell of what I'm doing right now is just top shelf. All right, let's mix it. Looks nice, right? Looks very Mediterranean. It certainly smells it. We can't forget our garlic from our garlic oil. Let's smash some up right here. All right, look. Smashes right in my fingers. Smashing it right up in my fingers. Put a little bit of the oil in there, like so. Now, we're not done. We are not done. Okay. One, getting. Okay. Now, what would that be without some feta cheese? Huh? Feta cheese right in. Okay? Nice feta. Right in. Right? Oh, wow. Garlic. Roasted peppers that we've just got done. Spinach. Black olives. Kalamata olives. Fresh garlic from Uncle Glenn's garlic oil. We're not done. No, 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 no. Where is my, hold on. Okay. I have some of our seasoned ricotta with fresh herbs. All right, from last night's calzone. This was the extra. We're putting that right in. Okay. This is gonna be a killer. If this stays together and this works, I am gonna be one happy guy. One happy unk. Happy unk. We'll be a happy unk. I'll be a happy, happy unk. But it's gotta work first. And I don't know if it's gonna work first, but we're gonna try it. Now we gotta put some shredded mozzarella. Some shredded mozz. Now you notice I haven't done any tomato, right? And there's a reason, because now I'm putting some shaved Parmesan, shaved. So we have feta, we have mozzarella, we have shaved Parmesan, we have some herbed ricotta, we have spinach, we have roasted peppers, Kalamata olives, black olives. And this is how I'm filling. Right here. Okay? That's it. Now let's see if we can make this happen. Let's see if we can make this happen. Okay. What we're going to do, we're going to overlap this like so. We'll overlap that like that. We will take this and overlap that there. Overlap that right there. Do it this way. Okay. We're going to overlap this. Overlap this. And we'll take this right here. Put that there. We're going to use it all. You think we're not wasting anything. Okay? And this is just going to be so delicious. I know it's going to be great. All right. Let's fill this baby up right here. All right, here we go. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Taking it off. I could leave it. Fresh tomato sauce. I want to put fresh tomatoes, not watery. I can put it right on here. That's fine. Okay? Not a lot. I put it on there like that because I had already had the mix on it. This is from the garden, fresh, seasoned, cooked, cold. Unc is always making stuff, always preparing. Okay. I'll wash my hands. Let me get the spatula, and let's continue to do this right here. Okay? This is going to be our glue. Keep it together. Hopefully. Anybody ever do this? I never did it. I know people do all kinds of stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone doing this. And if you have, let me know how it came out. I think we got just enough too. I think we have just enough. All right, just enough for a Mediterranean eggplant roll that we're going to wrap in pizza dough and bake in the oven. Now the trick. Can we roll this up? First of all, what do you think so far? I'm curious. I got to talk to you before I do this. What do you think? You think this is going to work? Huh? We're going to roll this into a log. And then we're going to stretch out our pizza dough. And we are going to, see, how am I on? Oh man, I'm only on 27%. How am I over here? I don't even know. All right. We'll get as far as we can. That's all I can say. As far as we can. Okay. Let's do it. Let's roll this, baby. All right, let's roll this up. Not even time to talk. If this works, Woo! All right. So far, so good. Now we're going to take this and put this in the refrigerator. I want this to cool down. Okay? So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator just like it is. When it cools down, I'm going to wrap it in pizza dough. I got to find a place for it. Hold on. All right. Someplace nice and cold and cozy. All right. Safe. All right here. Got a spot. All right. I'm taking this. I'm putting it in the refrigerator, my friends. All right. This is it. Rolled up. Stuffed and rolled. Now we got to cool it. Okay. All right. I think what I'm going to do is this. I will run out of battery before I get done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to rig a power source into here, into our TikTok. I'll be on with you guys here on the other platform as long as I can until the phone dies. All right, but we'll be on over here. It's going to take me a minute. I got to go try to find extension cord. I want to plug it in. I'm probably going to lose you for a minute, but so be it. Hold on. Now, hopefully it works. I don't even know if I'm going to get this to work, but I'm certainly going to make it try. A try of it, at least. I got to find an extension. Got one, okay. All right, not bad. Because otherwise we're never going to get done. And I don't want it to die on me. Just give me a minute. Technical issues. All right, we're going to go this way. This coming out. This is going in. I mean, I can't have you hanging. This is too, like, I never did this before. Never did this before. And we got to see how this is going to play out. So give me a minute. I'm trying to wire up here as best as I can. I got to get a power cord. I have to go inside. Let me, 1 second. Okay. I think this may work. I hope it works. It's a good thing my sister said, take your time. Take your time. I'm taking my time. All right. All right, here's what I got. I got an extension cord. I'm putting this in here. Hold on, hold on. Now, we'll put this in here. Okay, I got a little blue light there. All right, I may lose you guys for a minute for the sound, or maybe I don't know what I'm going to lose, but I don't want to lose you for the duration. So give me a minute, okay? Hold on. Let me do this, put this in here. Okay. Oh, even this transmitter is starting to go. Okay. Okay. Nice. This is going in here. Like so. Let me know if I'm back. Am I back? Are we back or no? Back? Oh, we got power! Yay! And you can hear me okay? Oh, cool. So now I got power source on here. The poor tube. The poor tube. I don't know how long you're going to be able to last on here, but if you miss any of it and we die, I would encourage you to come over to TikTok and just join the family over there. All right? Could anybody let me know? Can you guys still see me on the other one? Please get over there and just give me a couple of, hey! Oh, I'm so excited. Let me get a little piece of tape so that I can tape that wire so it doesn't get ripped up. I don't know if that's going to work. All right, I just got to be careful. All right, so let me just put this here like so, and we're getting back in action now. We're going to be back in act. All right, I got to be very careful with all these wires here running around. All right, so we have that in the refrigerator. Now we got to make our filling for our cannellonis. All right, so what I want to do with the cannellonis is, are we okay? I see this thing flickering. Are we okay? It's glitchy. We have glitchiness over here or no? Are we okay? You good? Okay. All right, make sure you guys let me know. Oh, we're good here? We're all good here for now? All right, I don't know how long it'll last, but thanks, McCut. Thank you, thank you. These, see the comments over here disappear. Over here, at least I can see them and I can read them. They disappear over here all the time. All right, next, let's get over to the stove. I want to cook up some pork, so actually some sausage meat. I'm going to just cook up some sausage meat, ground sausage meat. It's salted already, it's flavored already, all right? And I want to have this because I think I want to add this to the cannellonis. And I'm going to save a little bit of it for our cream sauce. Okay? Let's save a little bit of it for the cream sauce. All right, let's do it. Hands on. All right, let's get a little bit of oil, garlic oil in here. Okay. Take our sausage meat and grounding. This is all ground sausage meat. This is not ground pork. It's ground sausage meat. It has already the seasonings and spices in it that would be inside of a sausage. All right? Okay, let that cook up a little bit. I'm going to do a quick cleanup here. Quick cleanup. Because I'm going to need these bowls to make my filling. All right? Okay, that one's done. Doesn't take long. Okay, got that. That's done. One more. I'm coming back right there. We're going to make filling out of this one. This is done. Get rid of this pot. Ah, good. Good, good, good. Ready. Cooking up. I need my brown. These are going to be delicious. We're going to fill. We're using this sausage meat to fill some of those cannellonis. All right? I'm cooking this up. It's already seasoned. It's salted, it's seasoned. Now, if I want to put some fresh herbs in here, I certainly can, but I don't need to because I'm going to be putting the fresh herbs in the ricotta mix we're going to make for that. Okay? This is actually going to go in that ricotta mix, I think. As long as I can pipe it in, I think I can mix it. Just got to be really broken down really, really well into little pieces here. This is sauce pork, seasoned pork, basically. This is what you would be filling a sausage casing with. But we're going to fill our cannellonis with this, along with some ricotta, some fresh herbs, nice cheese. And then we're going to make a cream sauce to go on it. And we're going to put everything in the oven. We're going to put our eggplant in the oven, wrapped in the pizza dough. We're going to put the cannellonis wrapped in aluminum foil in the oven. We're going to bake those, everything for about 35 minutes. And it's going to give me an opportunity to be able to really spend a little bit more time with you. And I can peel my peppers, maybe make a, I don't know, nothing. I'll probably make nothing else. All right, these are almost done. Yeah. Just wanted to chop it up real good so that I can get it in the mix and make sure that I can pipe it into those shells. That's what I got to make sure. Good. Right. Take some of this garlic, the last of my garlic oil from the last batch, putting it right in. Okay, we're going to break that up in there, smash that up. Nice pieces of fresh, smashed, sweet garlic. That's like paste. That is like paste. It's just melting in here right now. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. That's done. Let me get a container to put that in. Boy, are we doing it up today. I'll tell you. I know we got a lot going on here today, but we're doing it. Okay? Let this cool down, and then we'll make our mix. Now, in here, we're going to make our cream sauce. And we're going to do that right now for our cannelloni. I want to have that sauce ready to go. So while we're here, we're going to do it. Okay? Get some of my fresh garlic oil right here. Fresh garlic oil right there. Let me just get a spoon. Okay? This way I have it all ready to go. Fresh garlic oil right in. Okay? I'm also going to add to that some butter. Now watch how I'm going to do this. All right? I'm making a cream sauce. It could be an alla vodka sauce, but I'm not making an alla vodka. I'm making a pink sauce, which is going to be cheesy, creamy, and I'm going to use our fresh marinara that we just cooked. Okay?
I smell fennel.
No fennel. You smell the sausage meat. There's no fennel in it. Okay. I'm melting butter and garlic oil in here. I'm not putting any onion. I'm not putting anything right now. All I'm doing is this. This is going to be pretty basic cream sauce. Pretty basic cream sauce, and I'm going to make right now. Okay? Butter, olive oil, heavy cream. Taking some of this pork we just cooked, putting that right in for our flavor. Okay? I'm adding a little bit of chicken base to this. Okay. I'm adding a little bit of white pepper to this. Okay? We're adding grated cheese. Right here. Right in. It's our thickener. Right there.
You have a water fight in here?
What?
Water all over the floor. That's the cleaning?
Yeah, probably me cleaning.
Yeah.
I'm cleaning as I go along here always. Big time.
I gotta pick out the Italian mop.
Put a little bit more of this sausage meat in here.
Oh, don't you smell that fennel?
No.
Oh, it's like anisette.
There's no fennel in there though.
I smell it.
Basil maybe?
No.
Sure.
I knew it was something different.
And see how that's thickening up right there? Salted, it's thick. Look at that. Okay? Now we're gonna add. We just made a fresh marinara right there. Okay? This is gonna be the base of our sauce that we are gonna use for, whoa, 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 whoa. You guys right? I'm gonna use a little bit of the leftover one right there. And we're using our fresh marinara in there. To flavor what we got. Okay, we just made this with fresh tomatoes. Okay? Let's take a look. Yeah, nice? Got chunks of tomato in there. We have our fresh. This came from the garden. We started this from seeds, my friends, from seeds. Make a nice pink sauce, a little meat sauce. This should be nice. Okay? That's what we're going to be putting on our cannellonis. This wonderful, rich cream sauce. Now, Unc has to do a quick taste to make sure that we got enough salt, enough herb, enough flavor. Okay? A little piece of tomato on there. Gotta have a little piece of tomato right there, right? Little piece. All right? I want you guys to enjoy this with me right here. All right, so you get to enjoy it as well with me. All right? All right, let's give it a crack. Here we go. Thank you, Lord. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I just don't. It's got everything that I want. In a cannelloni, this is going to be incredibly great. It's going to be so rich, creamy, cheesy. And we're not done, but this is done. So the sauce is cooked, okay? Now, I could add a little bit more marinara to that and stretch it a little longer. And I just might do that because, remember, we have our cannelloni, and the cannelloni has to absorb all of this. So I don't want it to be too thick. All right? I just made it, stretched it out a little with some more fresh tomato sauce. Okay. This is done. Now we're just going to make our filling. We're going to fill our cannellonis, and we have this done right here. And as we're going along, I'm thinking that I might not even put the meat in the cannellonis. I may just do a straight, nice mix with the ricotta. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I just think that that would be better. I got my eggplant cooling down right there. Oh yeah, it's coming out nice. Very, I didn't want it to be hot because then it would. Okay, we got that. I got this in here. Do that. Let's get our cannelloni. Let's make a quick mix for the filling for the cannelloni. It's going to be herbs, ricotta, cheese. Herb, ricotta, and cheese right here. Okay? Here we go. Let's get some ricotta first. Okay, putting ricotta in here. We're making our filling for our cannelloni shells. I think we're good. Okay. Fresh herbs, fresh parsley, right in. We need some fresh basil and some fresh oregano. So, I have fresh oregano right here. I'm going to chop this up a little bit. This came right out of the garden, this fresh oregano. These little things make such a difference. Oh, I forgot one herb. Oh, yes, I'll show you after. I'll show you how I'm going to finish that sauce there. I forgot. I'm putting this other herb in there that is my secret to a wonderful cream sauce. It's Unc's secret to cream sauce. His olive vodka sauce. And not too many people use it. Okay? You can smell the freshness right here of that. So oregano and basil. We have parsley in there already. The fresh herbs are really what helps us to stand out. Herby, creamy, and cheesy. Okay? We didn't put any cheese yet. It's only ricotta right now. Right in there. I got to put the rest of the ricotta. I'm going to need it. I was going to save it. I said, you know what? No. I think I need it. I'm going to have to use it. Okay. 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 Grated cheese. I hope you guys are hitting those likes. I hope you're following. I'm doing my part. Unc's doing his part. And I know you guys always do yours, so. Okay. We got that. Add some mutts. I got to be careful with the mutz because I want to be sure it'll pipe in. You'll see what I mean by piping in. Okay. Fresh pepper. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me get my, I want to try something with a cannelloni shell. Before we get, here's our cannelloni shells right here. Let's get our pan that we're going to be loading them into, which is right here. Now I want to see if I used some of this pork right here. I want to try something. If I put some in, like so, just a little bit, and then we pipe in let's see. Okay. This is a piping, this is a bag. All right. So I put some of the pork right in there. Okay. Now I'm going to fill each side. 1, 2. Okay, and we got a little bit of pork in there. Or I can mix the pork right in here and bag it all in. Because these are cannellonis. This is a cannelloni shell. The Montagort shells are different. They're more of a lasagna noodle. It's just the same pasta, but it's in a different form. All right, that's all. This is hard. Right there. I don't prefer either one, honestly. I like them both. I actually think I may like these better because they bake longer and the shell is harder and they're going to absorb all the flavor. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. On the base of this, we're going to use our fresh tomato sauce on the base of this pan. All right, we just made this tomato sauce fresh today. Tomatoes from the garden, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to lay some of this on the bottom, okay? Like so. This way they have a nice bed of sauce to lay on. And then we'll take our cannelloni right here. And we're going to lay it out right there. Okay? I think I'm going to add this meat to this. There's no reason that I can't. All right? I'm going to do that. All right, I'm going to mix that in, and I'm going to pipe it all in. I'll just take some of this oil and the flavor right on the bottom. You know why? Because I can. That's why. Okay, so let's pour this out. I got this out of the bag. I'm going to mix that in, blend it in. This is where we make adjustments. All right, I can see that it's going to work. So I don't need to do a two-step process. Now I've got ricotta with sausage meat in it, all seasoned already. The other one is a complete full veggie Mediterranean meal that we're going to have. All right, so now we'll take our bag. Let's put this like that. Right here, it stretched this ricotta out too, which I was a little concerned with that I might not have enough. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Okay. Here we go. Now we're just going to pipe one side, pipe the other, and put it right in. That's a loaded cannelloni, I can tell you right now. These are going to be filling. These are going to definitely be filling. Holy smokes. And we're going to go with as many as we can right now. Okay. All right. Yeah, the meat is getting stuck in here. That's what I was afraid of, but all right, it is what it is. This is live and learn. All right, got to take that out. Okay. Yeah, maybe it wasn't a great idea to do that. All right, let's do this. I got to take the tube out, and we're going to have to fill them without the tube, which we can do. Okay. I don't have much of a choice because this is getting clogged in here, and it's not allowing this to come out. So I took the tube out. Now it'll be fine. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to fill it, but it'll work. Okay. Got to make adjustments, my friends. When something doesn't work, you got to fix it. And I just fixed it. Okay? Next time I know. But we took the tube out, the tip out, and it's filling just fine now. And in my head, I figured if it didn't work, that's exactly what I was going to do. You got to be prepared for these things. I never did this, so this is all new to me too. You're not the only one. And if you make these before, then you're probably saying you don't know what you're doing. And you're probably right, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. But it seems like it's working, honestly. Yeah, we're moving along here, too. Pretty good. Whoop, that one went right through. Okay, let's fill it up again. I'm filling the bag up. Now we got it all in here now. Now we'll see how many we get. Okay? Probably get about another 6 or 8. Okay? One. Come on. Two. Three. 4. moving. This is going to be great. I think these are really going to come out well. I got 3 more to fill here. 4 more. I think I'm just going to make it almost. A little room in between each one. Right here. Okay. I get 2 more. That'll be the last 2 if I do. I think I might be short. Okay. I'll get the rest of this in here and I can get one. 1 short, which is fine. Oops. Okay. It's going in. And it's going in. Let's get it in the rest of that shell and we'll call it a day. Okay. Yep, got it. Woo, yeah. All right. Oh, we had 1 more here. Hold on. I squeeze this. Oh, man. Can I get this in? I think so. Woo. Okay, got it. Okay. All right. There's our pan right here. That's our pan. Now, this is our vodka cream sauce we're putting on there. Not vodka cream. It's a pink sauce that we're going to use now in here. And on this, I get all of the wonderful, creamy, cheesy flavor. Okay? This is going to absorb all of this goodness. Inside we have ricotta, herbs, we have grated cheese, we have mozzarella. Oh, it's going to be great. This is going to be great. It's going to be great. Got to finish out with some nice mutts, right? Right? Huh? Come on, really? Kidding me? Oh, it's going to be beautiful. 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 Ooh. I'm happy. I'm happy. Got some shaved Parmesan on there too. What do you say? A little shaved Parm right there. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Garlic oil on the top, a little bit. All right, going in the oven at 375 right now. Okay, going in the oven at 375. Bring you up here, bring you over here. That is going right there. Beautiful. Okay. Now you know we got to finish up, right? Now we got to finish up our eggplant roll. But before I do that, Unc's got to do a little straightening out over here so I can make room. All right, so let me just get some of the stuff in the dishwasher right now that I'm not going to use. This I gotta clean. I'm just gonna get it off the sink right now, get some of the food off. I'll put it back on the stove and I'll finish that up after. The bowls right here. These I can actually clean real quick. Just cleaning my bowls. Little Dawn. These things clean up so quick. So quickly. You know, they're just the best. Are we having any glitches over here? Because I keep glitching. Are you guys noticing a glitch or no? No? Okay, good. As long as it's just me. Yes? Oh, all right. We got to change something. Hold on a minute. All right. I may lose you a minute. But you guys are going to have to come back because I got to switch the internet. Hold on. All right, I don't know if that's better or not. Is that better? Nah, same thing. I don't know, things are glitching up now. Always. One thing is I have terrible internet here. All right. All right, we're going to make our eggplant roll now with the pizza. Clean up my bowls. Okay. We've been cooking since 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, and we got a lot done today. We did a lot. We made garlic oil. We made pizza dough. We made a fresh marinara sauce with tomatoes from the garden. We made eggplant We rolled it up. We're going to finish that now. A Mediterranean style stuffed eggplant roll that we're going to wrap in pizza dough. We made cannellonis with a pink cream sauce, fresh tomato sauce with it. We filled them with ricotta and cheese, and we filled them with sausage meat, and they're baking in the oven right now. And we're about to finish up our roll. But before I do, I have to clear my board and clean it, because I do need it. All right, so I'm taking this board. I want to clean my board off. I want to clean my area off. I'm just rinsing it off right now because we really didn't put much on here. We had no pork or, you know, anything raw on here. So I just needed to rinse that real quick. You know, whenever we have chicken or raw meat, and I got to bleach them, and I bleach everything down. So all I'm trying to do right now is get myself a little handle on what I got here, and that eggplant is ready to get rolled into the pizza dough. And I'm kind of like wondering if it's going to work. I don't know. What do you guys think? You saw what we did. Do you think that we're going to be able to successfully wrap that in pizza dough and bake it in the oven? What's your thoughts? Because now I'm going to be able to talk to you guys a little bit. You think it's going to work? Anybody over here? Okay. All right, well, we're about to find out right now. Let's do it. Dry this off. Okay? We're going to get, I'm going to use this pan right here that has some garlic oil on it. We're going to get our pizza dough that we have right here. All right, our pizza dough. We're going to stretch this out. Okay. Now I'm going to put that roll, it'll be this way, yeah. It's got to be long enough. So we're going to go like this over here. We're going to have to really stretch this baby out. You know what? I may have to add, if I have to, I'll add this to the top. Look how nice that dough is stretching, though. I got to tell you. All right? Really nice. Got to say. Dough is looking good. Okay. This was eggplant. We roasted it. We stuffed it with roasted peppers that we roasted on the barbecue. We added Kalamata paste, black olives. We put the feta cheese in here. Black olives we put in. We added mozzarella. We added shaved Parmesan. We added ricotta. And now we're going to try to wrap this successfully in the pizza dough and bake it in the oven. All right? So, first things first. I've got to be able to unwrap this. So, I got to see how I'm going to do this. Hold on a minute. Okay. Whoa. Woo! Okay. Part one. Part one. Hold on. Woo! So far. So far. Let's bring the sides in first. Like that. Bring this in right here. Like that. Get this. Like that right there. I mean, this looks like it could work. It looks like it could work. I want to pinch these closed. I'm just trying to see if I should put this on the bottom. Yeah. That's the way to go. Okay. That looks better right there. Yep. Couple of little vent holes. Light ones. Not too deep. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. Hold on. Okay, I'm switching this cannelloni to the bottom. I'm putting that on the top. We're gonna raise the temperature to 400. I wanna raise the temperature on that. I want it to be hot, that oven. So I'm gonna bring the temperature up to about 400. Right now it's at 380. So I'm gonna bring it up to 400. I'm gonna switch that cannelloni to the bottom of the shelf. Put that on the top where the heat will be a little more intense. We're gonna set our time clock to 30 minutes. Let's check in 25 minutes. Okay? I got my gloves. Let's get over to the stove right here. And let's get this baby in. All right? We have right here, my friends, wrapped eggplant. All right? Garden eggplant. Garden eggplant that we cut, slice thin. We put a little salt, pepper, and olive oil on it. We cut them into long strips and we browned them in the oven. Then we took them out and we made a paste. In that paste, we put roasted peppers that we roasted on the barbecue, Kalamata paste, black olives. We put herbs in it. We put ricotta in it. We put mozzarella, shaved Parmesan, feta cheese. And then we made that filling and we wrapped that eggplant into a roll and put it in the refrigerator. Then we have our pizza dough that we made. We made the pizza dough. We stretched it out. We took that eggplant out of the refrigerator. We wrapped it in here and now we're about to bake it. And here we go. Oh, spinach. Yeah, I forgot the spinach. Spinach we wrapped in there too. We made fresh spinach as well. That's in there. Okay. I'm putting this cannelloni on the bottom. I'm putting that on the top. Switching it around. And everything should be good. We made a fresh tomato sauce. That tomato sauce that we made out of our tomatoes from the garden. This is our part, a little bit of our garden bountifulness here. Look at this. This is just a little part of what we have. I've gotten bushels and bushels of tomatoes and herbs and eggplants and zucchinis. See these bushels? I got 6 bushels or 7 bushels. This is my 7th. I've got another 3 bushels or more in the refrigerator. We have our Roma tomatoes, which I did not use today. Today I used split tomatoes. All right? We have our cherry tomatoes. Little wonderful pieces of sweetness. All right? Thank you, Lord. So sweet, so delicious. I gotta tell you. All right, I could sit here and eat these babies all day long. Nornie, what do you think? Huh? We did pretty good today, Norn. I think you were with me today, guiding me along. We got zucchinis. I had about 70 of them this year from the garden. Mind you, everything you see, we started from seeds. From seeds, my friends. We did it together. We got nice hot peppers, which I'll probably nibble on later. All right? And we have all of these wonderful, big, juicy tomatoes. All right? You got to pick these things before they get fully ripe. Pick them like this. Let them ripen in your house. This way they don't crack, they don't split. That's how you keep them from, especially like after a rainstorm, if they're already ripened, they're not going to grow any bigger. They're just going to fill up with liquid and split on you. That's why they split. Get them out a little early. Let them ripen inside your house. You won't have that problem. God is good. God is good. God has been gracious to Unc. All right? All of the good bountiness, all the good things he's given to me, to my family, to this family. I mean, I got to say that I say this all the time and I thank you, but I don't thank you enough. I don't thank you enough for all of the blessings that I get from you guys. All the blessings that you give to Unc. Every tap, every heart me, every gift, every go popular, every one of these explosive, wonderful, crazy gifts that you guys send. And your time, the amount of time that you spent with Uncle Glenn on these lives is by far the greatest thing that you can do. Because we support one another here. We encourage one another. We're positive and loving. And we respect each other. Oh, woo, woo! There's my train! There's my train! Yeah, Melissa! I love my train. Grandy, you see the train? My grandfather, he was an engineer. He took Unc when he was a little boy. I drove the train, the subway, the Long Island Railroad, and I parked the train. I was about 10. He let me do it. Yeah, do it. Yeah, I said, let's go. Give me, I was an engineer at 10. Yeah. Every time I see those trains, woo, woo, love it, love it, love it. Oh, family. Oh, family. Anybody have any questions? I know I can't really see your questions over here on the tube, but over here I can see. Anybody have any questions? Yeah, listen, Danielle, everybody and anyone. Oh, Melissa, with the whale, you got us a second whale for our gift. You let it. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, you got it. You got it. You got our goal. Melissa, my mod. She's so unbelievable. I can't, how do I explain to you the joy and the generosity that you people have? I don't take this stuff for granted. And I can tell you this, it helps Unc. I'm a working guy. I should be retired. I'll never be retired. I got to work, which I'm happy about. But you guys helping, this is just a blessing after blessing after blessing for me. And what more can I do but give you as much time and energy and love? I don't know what else to do. All right? But thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I use garlic oil for everything. Everything. I make garlic oil. I made it 3 times this week. All right? 3 times I made garlic oil. But we cooked a lot too. And you see how I use it. It's flavored. And the garlic is not like, oh, everything must taste like garlic. No. No. The garlic that you take out of that garlic oil, if you ever make it and it cools, I want you to take it, break it in your fingers, and taste it. It's going to be sweet. It's not going to have that harsh taste that garlic will have normally. It's got a pleasant, delicious, smooth flavor to it. And it's good for you. And that olive oil and the garlic together, woo! Really good. Keeps everything moving along, keeps that ticker going. Good for you. Just telling you. Deborah J with the cool dapper uncle. Oh. Could you start with roasted garlic? Hold on, let me read that. This is going so quick. Wait a minute. All right, let me get back over here and let's talk. All right? Let's talk while we got our food cooking. All right? Let's do a little talking here. Okay. Let's get a little. I got the tube on and this other phone is still going. I can't believe it. I would thought by now that would be done already, but it's not. All right. So who's got questions? I'm going to put this over here. I've been using blood orange olive oil with champagne vinegar for fruit salad. Ooh, I love that idea. Oh, whoa. Wow, Jenny. Man. And Jenny. Yeah. You grew up on garlic share, right? You know, but and when you smell garlic cooking, all right, you get in somebody's house, you smell it, just makes, you know something good is coming. You know it. You know it. Now, although I'm not going to cut into that, I'm going to wait till I go to my sister's. All right, and then I'm going to cut into that eggplant. I'm going to do a video again. All right, so we have some on those cannellonis. I tell you, did you guys enjoy today? I mean, I didn't really get a chance to spend too much time talking to many of you. All right, but we're almost at 250. All right, I know we can get to 300 before we're out of here if everyone just tap, tap, tap. Okay. Scotty, way to go, man. Sunshine, hello. Oh, Popeye. I'm just saying hello. Jenny Jen. Oh, Jenny Jen. Oh, Jenny Jen. Jenny Jen is one of my favorite family members of all time. Jenny Jen is an inspiration to Uncle Glenn. Jenny Jen, and for those of you that don't know Jenny Jen has had trials that she has been on since I've known her. She went from homeless to a shelter to an apartment, lost the apartment, not from her own doing, and is back homeless or basically in a camp. All right? I want you guys to especially send her your love and your prayers. All right? Because especially here on this Sunday, she is just an inspiration. And it's like Mo. Mo is another one that is just an inspiration to me. You know, he works through his trials that he's been given. And he perseveres with love and with a smile. And what an encouragement to me when I stand on my two legs and I think about how grateful and how blessed we all are. When I think about the home, and I think about a shelter over I look at that garden, I see all this bounty. How can I be not grateful and loving to all of you? When you wake up in the morning, my friends, just an Uncle Glenn thing, and you open your eyes up, try to just take a second before you rush to work or rush out to go to the bathroom, whatever it might be. Just a second when your eyes open and say, thank you for that soft pillow, for the soft bed, for the coolness of the room, or the warmth, or the person that you care about that's next to you. Because at the end of the day, all of these things can be gone. And so when you start your day with grace and gratefulness and gratitude, remember there's a time for everything. A time to be born and a time to die. And we don't know when that's going to happen. So. All right. Let's check and see. Let's take a look. All right. This is what we do here. For those of you that are new, I would ask you to follow Unc. Oh, it's looking good. Looking good. We're going to bake that out. I was concerned about the pizza dough that's wrapped in that eggplant because remember, the eggplant is going to give off liquid. So it's going to bake. That's why I didn't do it at 450. I want to do it at a lower heat to allow that, and I would put little slits in it to allow that steam to escape. All right? It's going to take a little longer at 400 degrees, but it should bake evenly. And when it comes out, I want it to be golden. That's what we're looking for. All right? Oh, I know you want to see it, Cher. I know you want to see it. But I have to do a reveal. All right, maybe we will. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We've had a lot of people here today, but it has been a little quiet. But listen, every day can't be Friday or Saturday night. It just can't be. I mean, I had fuzzy juice last night. We had just so much fun. You guys were absolutely amazing on that battle. We went in with our soldiers, our made men, our made women, and then our capos came in, and we were up against the challenge last night, and you guys persevered, and we won again. I need 3 more wins. I need to have 3 more wins. I'm not going to make it because we're probably not going to battle today. Oh, my sound is out? Okay, hold on. Oh. All right, I'm going to lose you guys. I'm going to say goodbye right now over here. I'm going to say goodbye because I need the sound. I'm going back to TikTok. All right, I want to thank everybody for being here, and we'll be gone again. Hopefully, look, I'll be setting the live up. Thank you very much for all your time. Love you guys. I love you.